No Doubt in Us is a romantic anime on Netflix where the emperor and the empress switch bodies and they learn to navigate everything that is thrown out at everything that is thrown at them. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. I just finished watching season 1 of No Doubt in Us, and I truly do enjoy this series. You can find it on Netflix if you're interested in watching it. But you know, they don't waste time in switching bodies. They switch bodies in episode 1, and they have to navigate everything together. So there are 24 episodes, but each episode is like 13 minutes or through 20 minutes long. In a way, you can kind of like it because they touch each story in each scene in each episode. But in a way, too, it was also annoying because you had to wait for the end credits or like to for next episode, or you had to skip intro. So it probably would have been better to have maybe the episodes be longer. But all in all, the storyline itself was really good because I like how when they switch bodies, even though at first it was a little chaotic, but they learn to play with each other's um, strengths in each body. So, like with her, she knew, how to fight because she grew up in a house where, her brother, both her brothers and her father, um, there's a war going on and all three of them were fighting, right? All three of them were fighting for the emperor. And when the brother got sick, I mean, got injured, he was pretty much the leader of the group. So they needed to send a new leader out. And they couldn't find anyone who can actually be a leader. The other brother, he he's not a leader as much as he is like the muscle. So while she's in the emperor's body, she was able to go and fight the war and come back unarmed, right? Because she's good at fighting, she's good in archery, while the king himself was not good at that. Also, well, the emperor, I should say, the emperor was able to learn. In the beginning, you could see this. Even though they're married, they're not they're not happy with each other because I don't know why he doubted her, right? Because she was in love with him. She was in love with him since she was young. And that's always how they do it. It's always, for some reason, the girl who was in love, who's in love, and it's always the guy who's doubting her intentions or doubting the relationship. So he also realized what she was going through because his mom does not like her. His mom doesn't like her. You have all the other concubines who don't like her because she's the empress and they want her spot. So you have all this scheming going on. And, you know, as many times as they try to kill the empress, and, put her, like, get her in trouble with the Empress Dowager. And it was mostly the emperor who was getting all of these blames. But, he was able to stick up for himself and stick up for her. And her being in the emperor's body, she was able to stick up for, for the emperor. And, you know, that's when they started having like this communication that, yeah, he's in her body. He's like, I didn't know you went through all of this. And she was like, well, your silence is what allowed all of these people to do all this stuff to me, right? And then you also had his uncle who is fighting for power, who wants the throne. So he's behind the scenes arranging all these things to happen to them. And, you know, and you're just like, the things that people do for power, it's ridiculous. Also, watching this, I like what, like, when they tried to get how they changed the drawing when, someone, how they changed the drawing when someone gets mad or embarrassed or whatever it is. Like, they change them into these smaller people. It's so funny. Like, there's a lot of funny moments in this anime, and there's a lot of tear jerking moments as well. And, like, when they say, oh, how can they get back together? And pretty much, you know the whole issue behind them switching bodies, it just happened to be, I mean, partially it was by accident, but another part of it was intentional, because whoever planted everything, they were out to kill the emperor and blame it on the empress. So like, you could see all these things that are happening in the um in the show. And later on, they start to have, I mean, not really her having more feelings for him, because she always did or was in love with him, but then he starts to, just pay more attention to her and be all, lovey-dovey. And with them being able to switch back after season 1, you know it's like, okay, they switch back by, kissing each other and being able to, the usual way that couples switch back, which, I mean, I'm not mad at it. That's usually what happens, how they usually go about it. But now it's like, okay, they switch back. Now it's to see how their relationship is going to be like in their rightful bodies, right? And then you have the other princess coming back for season 2. So I wonder how they're going to do that, because the princess, she got close technically to the empress. She didn't get close to the emperor, but she's thinking she got close to the emperor. But again, he has someone that he likes. He's married. Why are you even going there? If you're going there, what, you're gonna go from a princess to a concubine? Like, let's get real here. Like, the way I want them to turn it, though, is the king's brother. the emperor's brother, like he's so funny and he's so cute. So I kind of want him and the princess to get together. Hopefully that's the direction, they go into it with. And I can't quite picture like the what's his name? The guy who the fortune teller. It wasn't a fortune teller. The guy who pretty much figured out how to get them back into their bodies. The brother and his relationship is funny too, because I'm like, what are they? Like I I guess he likes women, but then they show you these scenes where, they're glistening and I'm like, what are they trying to say here? But I'm like, their relationship is adorable because he like always goes to him to like cry or complain and be like, my brother bullied me. And then, the other guy's like, I'm busy right now, like get out. So yeah, so I'm excited to watch season 2. Season 1, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because I think I I like the way they covered. I like the way the storyline turned out because it wasn't pretty just straightforward. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of scheming, but I did like the way it was written for the emperor in her body to like stick up for her and pretty much feel all of the pain that she's been going through in the all the pain that she's been going through in the palace. And I also like the fact that they added that she got her period. There are other shows where they switch bodies and they don't touch on that. Like a man and a woman switch bodies and they don't touch on the fact that, you know, she has her period. Like how did the person deal with that? And in this one, he was like so mad and he was in so much pain. He didn't know what to do. And because they were like, "Oh my gosh, she's in such a mood." Because it was when she got her period was when, the party was happening, and then he was just yelling at everybody. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is hilarious." But yeah, I'm excited to watch season 2. So stay tuned for my, you know, my review and reaction and rating for season 2. And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.